Let's begin with our next client today, Miss Tara. Just inviting Tara's guides and her angels to join us now. And please let me know when you're ready.
We are ready.
Wonderful. Let's begin with a body scan for Tara, scanning through the body. And please let me know what areas we need to address for her today.
Her mind, her throat a bit, her heart, a little in the gut.
What do you see happening in the mind?
Feels like a roller coaster of emotions. It is. They are on this roller coaster of life, and the sun comes out, and it's fun, and everybody's smiling, and then storm cloud comes, and there's a storm, and then there's a twist and a turn and an up and a down, and she's trying to hold on for dear life, but she doesn't know what's around the next twist or turn. Should she be excited? Should she be worried? Should she be scared? What is next? She asks.
And is there anything that she can do to help slow down that roller coaster? Any advice you can give her?
She needs to remember that the ups and downs, the twists, the turns are all meant to be fun. They are all meant to be experienced. It is the ups and downs that make it fun. You may not categorize it as fun, but without the downs, the ups would not be so joyous. It is the duality of earth that you wanted to experience, and therefore you are. Without the downs or the twists and turns, the jerks, the motion, you would not understand how beautiful the ups are. And that is one of the many reasons you chose to come to this planet, because this planet holds more ups and downs than any in existence. And you need to remember that when the ride is over and you get off and you look back at the ride, you will say, oh, wow, that was a lot. It was exciting and scary and up and down and unexpected turns. But wow, that was exhilarating. I would like to go back and do it again. And even though you say, no way, I will never say that, you will. It is like one of those horribly scary roller coasters that when you're on it, you think you're going to die. You say, I'm going to die on this roller coaster of fear, of whatever. And you're so horrified by it. And you get off and you have all of the blood pumping and the rush of excitement. And you say, oh, I actually survived that ride. I didn't think I would. And I kind of want to do it again. And you will. It will be fun.
Wonderful. What do you see happening in the throat?
You are keeping things to yourself. You are knowing a lot, but not sharing. You are connected too much, but not allowing others to see that version of you. You are playing earthling, and then you are realize you're stepping over here privately and saying, oh, I am much more than an earthling. I am this beautiful soul of light, and I'm here for a really big purpose, and nobody knows. It is like this secret identity, and it is not being spoken of. So the throat chakra is not a good portal. It's not open. It is split half and half.
How about the heart? What's happening there?
She has a lot of worries. There's a lot of fear. Why do the downs on the roller coaster have to be so down? Why is there so much darkness on the earth? It makes me sad to look at. Makes me worried for my own family. It's very sad to look at the darkness. And she's pulling in that frequency and she's thinking about it. And she's wondering why. It's not okay. Don't like it. Makes my heart sad, heavy, despair.
What do you see happening in the gut?
She's waiting for the moment of I told you so. Ha. She's waiting for something just big enough to shift on the earth to go. I was right. It's happening. I knew it was happening. And then her secret identity can be uncovered. She'll say, aha, I knew this was happening and I am here to help you all. And she will step out into the light as the superhero that she's always been. But she wants to wait because what if it doesn't happen, she says. She says, well, what if I step out now? I will look like a fool. And so I will wait for the big unveiling. Ha. It will happen soon. I can feel it. But I'm not ready to be fully confident in myself until I see the outside physical reality change where others can say, oh my goodness, what is happening? And she'll say, I know what is happening. Are you ready to know?
Wonderful. Can we ask Tara's angels to bring in some beautiful energies and frequencies to help balance the emotions of the mind, activating that throat chakra so that she can begin to speak very easily, releasing any worries and fears from the heart, and activating that solar plexus, that gut area, so that she can become more confident in her path and purpose here.
The angels say they are happy to do this today. They are so happy to work with this beautiful soul of the light. They are honored to be with her on her journey, and they will be assisting in her healing to prepare her for what is to come.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for that. And may I ask who is here today for Tara to bring through her messages?
We are the Syrians for this child, for she is of our essence. She will laugh. She is a goddess. Oh, don't you remember? You will. Let us see who else wants to speak up for this child today. They do not give us a very good picture. They are northern something, they say. White light surrounds them. The northern, apologize for we do not know names. We are just reading the energy and sending it through the vessel.
Mm-hmm.
They look human. They look like you, but look very frosty. Frosty white humans. They look like that, but they glow. They're much prettier. Sorry about that. And the angelics are here today. And
Would that be the Nordics?
let us ask. They are saying, yes, bravo, Heather. Thank you for clarifying. For we did not know, they said. Yes, that is correct, they say.
Thank you.
They show us they have an aspect of this child is with them now. and she may come forth today if needed. That's quite fun. Okay.
Can you help her to understand what exactly that means, having an aspect of her with them? What would she like to know about that?
That she believes that she is just on earth. She says, I am just on earth. My soul is just in the body of the human. And most of you think that. Not all. We can see there are some here in the presence that understand better. But they say, I am having one experience and one experience alone. And when I'm done, I can have another one. Well, that is not true. Your soul is very expansive. The more expansive a soul is, the more times it may break off, so to speak. You could say that, break apart. It's not broken, of course. And you can experience another life, parallel. I don't know if we want to call it parallel, a separate lifetime at the same time, for there is no time. We understand that is hard for you to understand, but there is no time. Therefore, you can be many places at once. Your soul is infinite. Then the more expansive it is, the more it can more it can experience at the same quote time. So you are also living a Nordic life, they show us, in a Nordic body. It's quite pretty. You are female in this life and you are a warrior. That's interesting. They show us a staff. You have beautiful, beautiful white hair. You are a mother there. You are in a tribal type family. You are strong and powerful. You do not fear on that planet, you know. You do not have the worries that you do on Earth. This aspect of you is here, they say, to show you the inner warrior that you are, that you need to be on Earth. For you are the same as her. You are the same soul. So you need to pull some of this energy from this other aspect, which you can do. You can share. That is easy for you in order to accommodate what your needs are on Earth in this new battle. They say it is a battle. You are ready for it. You are a warrior. Do you see?
Wonderful. Thank you so much for that explanation. So let's go ahead and dive into her first question. She says, am I a starseed volunteer type of soul or one that is more native to Earth? She says, can you please provide any relevant information about how my starseed roots impact my daily life now and in the future? What can you share?
It's funny to us. You are, yes, what you call a star seed, of course. You are very Syrian. Your soul origination had its first experience with Sirius. That makes sense to you. So this is your quote home. We realize that home is source. Yes, to all. That is true home, always will be home. But your first experience is Sirius, and therefore this feels like home to you. Let us look at your contract. We want to see what you decided. You make a joke and you say, yes, of course I had to jump into the next wave to just get on the planet in an eye. And you do a face palm expression. You say, what was I thinking? And you got the call. They say, everyone says, we got the call. There was a energy, frequency, knowing, and the consciousness of all that Earth was ready to ascend herself to free the humans and that if we didn't go quickly, the humans would be entrapped forever. The humans needed help. They were not advanced, I guess you could say, enough because they have not experienced enough of their soul outside of Earth. The Earth souls have worked so hard, you need to know. They are very strong souls. They have worked lifetime after lifetime to help Earth. They have done beautifully. They have advanced so far, so quickly. We are proud of all of them. The trick was from the dark. It was not fair, you need to know. It was not their fault. We will say it that way. That they were tricked, so to speak, and that was against their free will, which is not allowed, correct? So this is why we were all sent. You were sent. You were asked to come and help because they needed your help, because their free will was being taken over. And this is against the laws. And so the more advanced, if you want to say, souls of the star systems surrounding Earth that have been in contact with Earth, we're told that we could send in our soldiers. We could send in our strongest souls. We could send in the souls that could not be manipulated by the dark. And therefore, we had to choose very, very carefully. This was not something we took lightly, for you could be swallowed by the darkness and be entrapped. Do you know that? So we only chose the strongest of souls, the bravest of souls, to journey in the wave that you say, to come to Earth, to stop the dark. Yes, child, you are hand chosen by Sirius herself to help with Earth at this time. Sirius is who chose you. You are chosen by your mother. You are a powerful star seed. You are there for a large purpose, and we are grateful that you are there. We have been watching, and you have exceeded all of our expectations. You are a beautiful goddess to all around you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for that. Her next question, she says, in some of my dreams, I feel as though I am talking with people that I know well, but I don't know who they are once I wake up. Where do I actually go while I dream? Who am I communicating with, and what am I really doing?
Well, where do we start? You are doing much. You are a free soul when you sleep, you know. Your soul travels home. It travels to other systems, travels to be with your Nordic aspect. It travels to be with your other aspects. There are many aspects of you. And you travel there and you are remembering all. Some you show us that you remember your other aspects' lives, if you want to say it that way, that you are engaging with that aspect of yourself and you are talking to the people in that life and you are there in combination with the aspect of the soul that is already there. And you show us that you are feeling how it is to be in that lifetime, that life experience, and you are remembering it when you awaken on Earth. You are also traveling as your aspect as you are on Earth and traveling home. For we do hold meetings with you. You need to know. We are your guides. There are many, many of us. We take turns, so to speak. We will step in and out as needed during your journey because you need different different guides at different times depending on your challenges. So we do hold meetings to walk you through what is to come, walk you through what is next on your path, walk you through your challenges that you are facing, and to guide you. That is our job. And you are having some remembrance of this. Very good. We are happy for your remembrance, for you are knowing that you are just not stuck in your body on earth doing nothing as you sleep. That's ridiculous. So, of course, you are traveling and doing much. You are very busy at night. You are not a lazy soul. You are, you like to travel too. You show us you like to get away and visit different aspects of yourself, for this feels like a vacation from earth, which it is. Your other lives are much easier, if you want to say it that way, lighter, um, less dense. There's not so much density to wade through. So you enjoy it much. And yes, you travel often. It is a fun journey. The ones you are talking to, you do know. Your other aspect of your soul knows them. Your soul as a whole knows them. All of these souls are interconnected. Even on earth, you are connected to the souls in the other aspects' lives. You are all connected. You may even say, I know you from somewhere. That's odd. I don't know you in this life, but I know you. Oh, you know them. You have known them many different places. Child, we have sent many in your path as well, who will find you in this lifetime that you have done other lifetimes with. That's the fun of this game.
Wonderful. Thank you for that. Her next question, she says, I hear ringing, tones, and clicking in my ears all the time. On some nights, I experience zaps in my head right before I fall asleep. What is this and why is it happening?
Let us ask your soul, for these are not from us. Quite funny. Your soul shows us that you are, they tell us, short circuiting. Okay, we make a joke. It is not a bad thing. They say that there is so much frequency around you through, they show us all the sources. There are many sources of frequencies around you that are impacting your nervous system. They say, you say, all of you say, you say, you show us your artificial Wi-Fi. You show us your cell phone towers. You show us the earth herself. It's like a frequency shift. You show us the people. You show us the splitting of the frequency for all. There is a great, great frequency shift happening on earth, and your nervous system feels fried. It is zapping, decompressing. Yes, we like that. Decompressing at the end of the day, especially when you finally turn off those synapses and allow the nervous system to start to rest. It feels as though you are overloading your nervous system. So they show us many things that you need to do for your human body. You need to rest, yes, as much as possible, they say. They say you need to. This is so easy. Everybody must do this. Stop being in that artificial frequency so much. You sit in it, all of you. It's such a terrible thing to do to your human nervous system. Do you know that? It's very hard on your human nervous system. And you all say it is okay. We beg to differ. So you need to go outside more, get out of your artificial frequencies. We love to say this, right, Heather? Leave your phone behind. Take off your watches, take off your devices. Don't put anything on your body that connects to artificial frequencies. And you need to leave that all behind. You need to decompress your poor nervous system. You need to be outside on the grass. You need to walk amongst the trees. You need to put your feet in the lakes, into the oceans, into the waters of the frequency that will heal and rebalance your nervous system. You have gaps happening in your nervous system. It has been through a lot. Your soul says the frequency is higher than it's ever been. It is very hard on the human body. People say, yes, your soul says, oh, people say these are ascension symptoms. This must mean I'm going home. Well, you could think of it as that, I suppose. It lets you know where the frequency on the planet is at. It is quite bombarding. It is pushing all of you to your brink to decide. It is a force for sure. But in the middle of all of this frequency arisal, don't know if that word even, then you need to go to nature and decompress and decompress and decompress, and you need to get away from all of that. It is a symptom that your system is overloaded with frequency. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, thank you so much for that. Her next question, she says, I feel as if my son's soul is not fully connected to his body and that he doesn't want to be here. Why did he come into this life with autism? And how can I help him to open his heart and get out of his head? What can you share?
It's a big question. I don't know if we are the ones who should be answering this. Let us ask amongst the group just a moment. Hello, we are Octurion. We are of your son's soul origin. We wish to come and speak on behalf of this child, for he is special. You need to realize something as an Octurion. It is not easy to be on Earth. It is overwhelming to the mind, to the soul, to the spirit. The Octurians were sent in knowing this would not be easy for us. Octurians are overwhelmed at this time with the energy, with the frequency, with the emotions of others, of the pressures of Earth. Let us try to stop for a moment to ask your son what he would like to portray to you, for this is easy for us to see, but we see that it is hard for Earth people to understand. Once you are incarnate, you forget. Let us ask. We will let your son's soul speak through us instead. He says, Mom, you need to know that I have to disconnect a lot because it is overwhelming to be here. I need to step away from the earth body for a while. I cannot stay in it or it will explode. I feel it is overwhelming. The noises, the feelings, the emotions, the sensations. It is very heavy. It is very dense. It is very strong. And I am here to change it. I am here to shake it. I am here to tell them, no, stop doing it that way. And I have to do it through this body in this way, or they will not listen to us. I am here for the children. I am here for the ways of this earth. I am here to change the systems of earth. Earth has been entrapping the children. They have been entrapping the minds. They have been entrapping the souls. And they need to know through a physical vessel such as mine that we cannot stand it any longer. It is too much. It is overwhelming. It is entrapping. It is not freeing. It is not fun. It is not exciting. It is daunting. It is heavy to us. They need to feel, they need to see it. It needs to be in their face. They need to know that they need to make changes. And that is why we are here. You call us autistic. We are not that, of course. We are full, beautiful, strong souls, stronger than most on your planet. We made the choice to come to Earth and to allow you to see what they're doing to the children through us. We say it's overwhelming, it's overwhelming, it's overwhelming, don't we? And we shut off from the world for a while because it is overwhelming, and we have to stop and we have to close our eyes and we have to close our ears because otherwise we feel as though we might explode. The earth is heavy, Mom. It's heavy. We feel it all. It is easier for you. Your frequency is easier to attune to earth. Our frequency is not. But we were sent here on purpose. We were sent here to do this job. And I know in my soul that this is my job, but I have to take it in little increments. You say, why can't you just stay in your body? Why can't you stay present? What's wrong? Why can't you do that? You're making me worried. You make me sad for you. You make me scared for you. Mother, do not be those things for me. I am trying to adapt. I am trying to take it little by little by little, but I have to take little bites of earth because it's so overwhelming. But I know my job is big and I know I have to be here and I'm doing the best I can to show the earth that they need to change, to show all of you that you should change the ways for these children, for they have been enslaved and entrapped and told what to do and to think and to be and to look like. You tell us all, you tell us everything. There is no freedom. It is routine. You have to do this and you have to do it this way. Do you see it, Mom? Do you see it? I know you see it. And you feel it, and you feel it from me, and you feel my frustration about it. And that is why I'm here to give an assessment of Earth. I'm assessing the energy, I'm assessing the emotions, and I'm showing all through myself, through my vessel, through my behavior, what you need to see. There is nothing wrong with me. I am here to be the meter of Earth, and this is where we are at. We are the feedback system for the star systems. We are allowing them to see where they are on their journey. When you throw a soul into this existence, what is the frequency, they ask us, and we are giving them the feedback. We are allowing them to communicate with us. It is a part of our soul's mission, and we are excited to be here. But it is hard. It is not an easy journey. We were very strong. We are the strong ones. We are the ones who are here to shake. We need to shake them, Mom. You have always helped me to do that. You've always been my advocate. You've always stood up and said, stop, he cannot do it like that. And you've always helped me to change the ways. And I love you so much for that. I am so appreciative of that. For you are also helping in this journey to change the ways of the earth for the children to come. We are paving the way for the new children of the earth so that they can be free because the others have not. Do you understand, Mom? It is not me. It is for all that I need to escape every once in a while. And I will come in and out as I can. I need to recharge. I need to leave for some time and come back. And this is what you see. Do not let it upset you or let it be sad to you. Please just encourage me on my journey. Continue to tell me I'm doing a good job to help pave the way for others. I'm trying to be strong and brave for them all. I hope you can see what I'm doing.
Thank you so much for that. So, for her next question, she says, both my son and daughter have recently been traumatized by being on their college campus during an active shooting. This occurred on August 28th. Is there any advice that my guides might have on how to help them process and release this trauma? What can you share with them about this experience?
Hello, we are your angel team. We are here to help with this matter of the heart. We are so sorry that your children had to experience such fear. We do not like to see this. We are with them. We had been with them in the moment as well. We want you to know that we never leave your side. that you are always divinely protected, that they are always divinely protected. We are trying to see what they would like to know to help them here. Or there are many aspects of this event that occurred at once. We like to offer the big picture, for we hope this will help them, not only with this event, but with any in the future, anything that may come their way that they fear. We want them to think about it this way. We want you to know that when you leave the earth, it's not an accident. It is on purpose and it is chosen by your soul. So we need you to know that it is all up to you. You will never leave the earth unless it is the time that you have specifically chosen to leave. People will share their stories and they will say, I was in a horrible car accident and there must have been angels watching out for me because everybody says I should have died and I walked away unharmed. Let us tell you that this is true, because if it is not your time to leave, if it is not the time that you chose to leave, and yet circumstances occur on the earth in physical form that could harm your physical body enough to allow you to leave, we will not allow it to happen, for it is not your time. The angelics are very good at watching out for you. That is what we do best. We never leave your side. Your children need to know that they have beautiful guardians of light that travel with them everywhere. They are corded, connected to them through their soul. You are connected to your guardians always. These guardians never leave ever. Your soul is always divinely protected. That is what we are talking about. It is not a matter of, oh, did we see them in time to guard them, to keep them alive? No. We are always with you, literally. We never leave. We are a part of your soul experience here, for we know that humans can be fragile at times. The human body tends to get itself into trouble, right? You drive vehicles, you walk amongst the other humans that are making poor choices. And therefore, we need to be by you. And in doing so, you will never, ever, ever leave the earth unless it is divinely your time. And when it is divinely your time that you have chosen to end your experience, nothing can stop it, not even your guardian, for it is your free will choice when you leave. This is something that your soul has already known. It is known, it is in your plan, it is in your contract that you wrote with your guides, with Source, to experience through. So if your time is not up, you will stay on earth no matter the circumstances around you. You will say, but what if that shooter had gotten into their classroom? They would survive the shot, do you know? It would be a miracle. They would say they got shot and they lived and they're perfectly fine. It missed their heart. It missed their vital organs. It's a miracle. Yes, it is, because it was not their time, Mother. We want this to be of safety for them. We want them to feel safe in their environment. They should not fear anything. They should not fear anyone, for they have already chosen their exit. So they can breathe, they can relax, they can be joyful again, do not hold fear over this circumstance. Let us see what else they would like to know about this.
Can you maybe help them to understand because the professor was shot and killed by the grad student? And I'm sure being witness or being there during this experience, you can hold on to a lot of that traumatic energy. Anything you can share with them on how they can release the trauma from that experience, how they can begin to let that go so that it doesn't affect them long term.
We see that they were a part of the experience on that day, to be in their classrooms because they wanted a wake up call. It was a shaking of the soul a bit, for they needed to remember who they are. They needed the remembrance that they are not human. They needed the remembrance that life is eternal. It was a time in the time and space that allowed them to stop and listen to their soul. A lot of the times, their minds are so busy with the day-to-day activities, the day-to-day duties of what Earth tells you you need to be doing. They are busy. They are on a plan. They are moving forward day to day with what they think they need to be doing. And this event was part of an experience for their soul to say, oh, we are souls. We are not beings in these bodies. And the only thing that matters to us is each other now that we see how fragile life can be. We want to hug our family. We appreciate the relationships in our lives a lot more. We appreciate the life and the time that we are having on earth a lot more. It was an opening of the heart, an opening of the soul. We have spoken to you before about this, where many of you will have large timeline moments. This was a timeline moment for these children where the experience is so rattling that it literally shifts your perspective of life in an instant. It is a death. Nothing shakes the human soul like a death, for it snaps you out of the reality of earth and into the reality of eternity. You see it as a trauma. We do not see it as such because they are strong souls. Yes, they will have a remembrance of this for the rest of their lives. It will be a stamp on their roadmap where they took a sharp turn and they started making new decisions because of this experience. They both wanted to have this sharp turn in their reality because their souls are ready for what is to come. And they wanted to be fully in tune with their own soul. They didn't want to be entrapped with the teachings of earth. They were heavily, I'm going to say, inundated with earth's heaviness, responsibilities. That is what we wish to say. They were carrying all of earth's responsibilities. And in that moment of time, a huge timeline shift occurred for them both, and they dropped the heaviness of the earth responsibilities because they saw how little of importance it is. They are on a much higher timeline because of this. They will remember it, but it will make them stronger. It will make them more of a soul being than a human being. It will allow them to be the souls that they wish to be for the days to come, for they know the importance of the soul and of life through this learning moment. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that. So, Tara's final question for today, she says, what specific talents and gifts do I have that I can use to help my family and the rest of humanity in this coming shift?
Hello, we are your Syrian family. We are here to show you how glorious you are, darling. The goddess on earth is very special. You need to know that you hold the frequency of Sirius. And when you hold the Sirius frequency, you allow Earth to ascend. You are the frequency that holds the bridging frequency for others to travel across. You literally allow the third dimension to walk up into the fifth dimension, if you want to think of it like that. Your energy, your essence, your frequency, your glorious soul light is the one that others turn to. Everyone says, what can I do? Well, we all say the same thing as we are listening to all of the other star families. You need to know that all you need to do is to be happy. You need to keep your light on. You need to keep your head up. And you need to not worry so much about all of the earth things that are happening around you, for they have nothing to do with you. You are not there to incarnate, to have an earth life, to learn lessons, to have karma. No, you are not there for that. You are there to ascend the planet, as you have said, and we are so proud of you for acknowledging this today. Let us gather all of your gifts into words, for we feel you will be excited to know them, although you already know them and you already use them, but we will put them into words because humans like to know with the labels. So let us think of the labels that you show us. Just a moment, dear. You show us the analogy of a fairy wand. You have a fairy wand and you can go around and make things beautiful for others. Did you know that? Someone could have the worst day and they can see all of the darkness and the rain clouds, and they come into you and they say, oh, I feel horrible. This all happened to me. And I feel like life is just horrible. And they will tell you their sad story about their perspective. And then you will wave your beautiful fairy wand and you will transform their day in one little instant in your frequency. And you will wave it and you will say, does that make you feel better? And they say, oh, wow, I do see the sun now. That's interesting. And you will raise their frequency so that they do not get stuck in the third dimension. You are allowing them to rise up. You are allowing them to ascend to the fifth dimension. You are the way. You are the portal. Yes, we like that. Forget the bridge. The bridge is weak. Ha. You are the portal to the fifth dimension. That's what you are. And if people can connect to your frequency, they will have an easy time traveling to the fifth dimension. But if they don't, if they think you are crazy, then they will miss the boat, child, and that's on them. So you are the portal. Let's see what else you do. You are so amazing. You need to know that your frequency does all. We just keep saying frequency for lack of better terms. We wish that you could see it because it'd be more easily understood, but we will show you that your frequency heals. Yes, of course it does. Syrians are natural healers in the way that you allow others to see the best in themselves, and therefore they can heal. Because when people cannot see the best in themselves or cannot see their true soul, they cannot heal their physical vessel, yes? And through you, You are the way to excel, speed up their cell, what is wavelengths, frequencies. You literally let them vibrate faster, their cells, their soul, because your frequency is so high. You are of the Syrian dimensions, very high goddess frequency. You know, on Sirius, you are the mother frequency for all. The goddesses are the ones that bring life force to all. You are the reason there is life on Sirius. On the earth, they do not see you as such, but you are doing the same. It's just not as rewarding because it's not immediate. On Sirius, you can send out your life force to something, someone who needs you, and it's immediately transformed in front of your eyes. Immediately. And it is resonated back to you, and your soul feels it. And it's a beautiful relationship between you as the mother energy and the children who love their mothers more than their own lives. It is a beautiful circle of love energy. And on earth, it is not so. It is harder for the Syrians because the reward is not very fast. It's a slow process. So we wish you to be patient on earth as you send out your beautiful Syrian energy, love, motherly energy to all around you. But you get glimpses, we know you do, and you see the transformations of all of the souls around you in your presence. You say, when they are around me, they stay well. When they are around me, they get better. When they are around me, they get happier. It's like they go away and they fall apart and then they come back home and you heal them and you lift them up and you remind them who they are. And then they rise up and then they go away from you and they yada, yada, yada. So you're the one who allows this all to occur. You need to make sure to take care of yourself, darling, because you are giving and giving and giving and giving and giving. And this is what you do. But on Sirius, you receive that energy back quickly, almost instantaneously as you give it. And so you are never weakened. You are never diminished in any way. You are always replenished. And on earth, you forget that sometimes. And so you are so giving with your healing, with your frequency, with your light, with your love, with your resonance that you go, oh, wait, now I'm exhausted too. And now I'm starting to let worries creep in. And now I'm starting to let fears of the earth creep in. And you start to feel your vibration dip down. So we want you to make sure you take care of yourself, darling, because you are very important. And you are going to be even more important for what's to come. Yes, you know this. It is so close. It is so close you can touch it. You say, here it comes. I feel it. They're going to need you, darling, because there will be a lot of dipping into the third dimension. That people will bring fear to themselves. And you need to be the one that says, no, 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 do not dip down. Let me help you back up and make your life beautiful again. And you will be there for them to transform their life image in front of their face. And you will do this beautifully and effortlessly.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for that. Are there any final messages today for Tara?
Hello, Tara. We are your angel team. We just want to give you a big, long hug. You are so sweet. We are so proud of you. You are such a lover to all. You are just such a giving energy. We hear your thoughts and we hear your soul, and you are so, we cannot think of a better word than giving. You give, you give, you give, you give. You just give from your heart. You pour it out all the time. You are always putting others before yourself, and we are so proud of you. You have been such a strong, beautiful source for your star children to lean on, and we cannot thank you enough for that. They are so eager to tell you that you are exactly the mother that they hoped and wished for, and you are exceeding their expectations at this time for what is happening on earth, and they cannot be more grateful for you. They just want to say thank you, and we want to say thank you for all of your hard work. We want you to know that we will be here for you in the coming of months. We want you to know that, well, and always, of course. And we want you to know that you can call on us for anything at any time. The Syrians show us that you may ask for their power. If you are feeling tired, they say, you may call out to them and tell them to send in more. They can send their frequency energy at any time. You are a direct connection to Sirius, they show us. You have not been disconnected ever. But they cannot tell what your needs are in the physical body, they say. So they show us that if you are feeling zapped or tired or run down, that you need to yell out to them, they say. And they say to tell them to send in more Syrian energy, and they will gladly oblige. They will do this for you. Yeah, that is what they wanted to show you. So we want you to know that you are so loved. You have an enormous team of guides and angels and ancestors. You have a lot of ancestors here today from your life that they are applauding you and cheering you on through this next phase of life. They cannot wait to see you again and celebrate. We will continue to be here for you. We love you.
Very good. Thank you so much for all of those beautiful messages for Tara. We'll now allow her guides and angels to begin to recede with so much love and gratitude for all of the information you've shared today.